Hello everybody. I am so excited to be with you and hang out with you for this live premiere. Thanks for being here. For those of you that are hanging out during this live broadcast, I am with you in the comments. And we are going to be making these super fun, I'm so thankful, napkin holders. Cute little turkeys, are they not? I'm really excited about them. I made them using the Glorious Gingham Designer Series paper, which I love. You get 4 colors, so you could do them in 4 different colors. Berry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, Pecan Pie, and Pretty Peacock. And I chose Pecan Pie and Pretty Peacock to make my 2. I'm going to make 2 more, and I think they're super cute and super fun. The really fun thing is we're using a retired punch, but it's on the clearance rack, and it's normally an $18 or $20 punch, and it's $4.50. So if for nothing else, if you did not have the penguin set, you need to get this punch, because if you follow me for Halloween projects, I used this punch for the black cat's feet in the 2022 Halloween paper piecing pattern, and I am using it now for this little turkey. So it is a really fun and versatile punch. You could use it for lots of things. So get yourself this punch, $4.50. It's the best deal ever. We're also using the tag dies. I know you probably don't see tag dies on here, but I'm going to show you how I use those. And then the Banner's Pick-a-Punch to do the forked ends on here. I like to use the Banner Pick-a-Punch sometimes when I want a specific forked end and I want it to look super pretty. So we're going to roll with that. Lasting Joy is the sentiment that I'm using that says, I'm so thankful. I think it's a perfect set for this kind of project. And so let's go ahead and get started, and we will get to work. I will show you as we go along what we're using for what. So I'm going to move these little guys off to the corner and move my punches out of the way. We're going to need our scoreboard as always. If you don't own one of these by now, I don't know what you're waiting for. So we have here 2 pieces of Pretty Peacock Gingham and 2 pieces of Pecan Pie. They are 1.5 inches by 6, and you need 2 of them. If you're using a 12 by 12 piece of Designer Series paper, whatever pattern you choose, you only need 1.5 by 12. I have to piece these together because it's a 6 by 6 paper, but I wanted to use 6 by 6 to show you that you could use 6 by 6 as well as the 12 by 12. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what to do. We're going to score down these pieces at the 1/2 inch mark all the way across, okay? So you're going to go 1/2, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, and 5.5. And we're going to do that for all 4 pieces. So 1/2, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, and 5.5. All right, that's that one. Let's do Pretty Peacock next. All right, 1/2 inch, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, and 5.5. One more time. 1/2, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5. All right. That's it for scoring. Let's get our scoreboard out of the way. So we are going to accordion or fan fold these ends. So and you want to take your time. Don't get crazy because you don't want them to get wonky. You want them to be nice and straight. And so if you want to slowly pair them up, and then when it comes to actually giving them the crease, you want to line them up and then press them down into place and then give them their squeeze, okay? So there's one. Let's do the other side. Gotta line it up, get it just right, and press those into place. All right, let's do the next one. The fun thing about these little turkeys is they're just adorbs, right? Don't you think that they are like the cutest? I don't think I scored that correctly. I think I scored that one wrong. I think I did, but the good thing is I have this score mark here, which I'm going to go ahead and press, and then I can line this up with the end and score that one. Come on, there we go. All right, so we're gonna wind them up and then line them up and straighten them out, and then give them a press. It's not super important that you score each one separate, just because the turkey comes together either way. It doesn't need precision. The fan fold is just to get him a really cute set of feathers, right? And so you just kind of wiggle it into place and then give it a squeeze on this side. All right, just like that. So there are those, okay? All ready, yay! Okay, we're done. I'm only kidding. All right, so we're going to start with our pecan pie turkey. And I'm going to glue these two pieces together at that 1/2 inch mark right there. So that way they will be one big 12-inch piece. It's actually going to be 11.5, but no one will know. So you're going to line them up where they would naturally grab to each other and then continue that fan fold. So go ahead and attach and then put it together again. Okay, so you have one unit now. Let's attach this one like that, okay? And put them together. Turned out so cute. All right, and then just make sure that your fan fold works. Alrighty, very excited. All right, so we are going to be attaching this onto, yes, a clothespin. Can you believe it? Pretty cool, right? Just a regular size wood clothespin. You can get them at the dollar store. Not the minis or anything, just the regular size. And I'm going to go ahead and put my wet adhesive along that, and it will bond to the wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on this side, okay? And we're going to overhang just a hair, see, just about 1/8 of an inch. And we're going to push this down like this. Oops, there we go. And then once we get it to bond to that side, we're going to add, make sure that this doesn't dry, okay? And then we're going to take and we're going to fan out our piece, and we're going to connect it at the back end so that it's butted up against that piece, just like that. And you're going to actually pull this back, okay, and attach your piece. You can move it out of the way if you need to. And then you're going to just scrunch it back up. Now, at the back here, we're going to put some adhesive to keep our piece in place, okay? So I'm just going to put some adhesive in the middle, and that will help keep our little turkey. And then, of course, when we add our turkey to the front, it will also hold it in place, but we want to just hold that there in the center. All right, let's do the other one. Are you shocked that we're using clothespins? I'm a crafty girl. I've done crafts my whole life since I was small. So I used to actually do craft shows with John. And we used to go all the way up, far, far away, hours and hours away to do shows. I used to, that was my side hustle before I had my kids. So I have always loved to do craft shows and make all kinds of crafts. So remember, you're gonna kind of, whoops, I didn't hold that one good enough, but it's okay. We're just gonna lay it right back down there and just hold it for a minute. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna actually put more glue, I guess. Let's just attach this side first. If not, I'm gonna have glue all over my fingers. Get this one to bond, and then once it's bonded, we can stretch that out. I thought I was good on that side, but I was not. All right, let's put it down now, and I'm gonna hold this end. And then don't forget, we are going to put some adhesive in the middle right here and get our little fan to stick. I'll hold that for a second. And I think I'm gonna need a baby wipe because I'm a messy girl with glue. Okay. Get the baby wipe out. What do you guys think so far of this project? Pretty cool, huh? I think so. I think so, I think so. Well, I'm holding on to that. There we go. I don't know if you guys know about my membership, but they are getting 2 additional projects this week. And sometimes they're a little bit of a elevated project. Last week, I did a class, a framed art class for them. So join the membership, give it a try. Try it for a month, see if you like it. You can cancel at any time. So, but I of course hope that you would stay. All right. While we're waiting for that, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp these 2 pieces. So, the pieces are Pretty Peacock and Pecan Pie, and they're 3.5 inches by 3/4 of an inch. And we're gonna take our Memento Black and we're gonna stamp I'm So Thankful. We're gonna put it right down there in the center of these pieces. Let's do the other one. Okay. And let's clean our stamp. All right, stamping, check. Let's do our banner. We're gonna do this one right here. So let's open our punch and we're gonna place the 3/4 in its slide and slide it to the back and give it a punch and then flip it over. And do the same. You can fit 1/2 inch, 3/4, or 1 inch into this punch. And it helps line it up perfectly so that you get a straight punch every time. All right. So let's throw away all these little loose pieces. All right. So those are ready. Let's work on our turkeys. So we're gonna make our turkeys. So we are gonna punch 2 of the penguin, the body, not the inner part. So we're gonna just slide this in here. We're gonna punch 2 of those guys out because we're gonna use 2. All right. Let me trim this away and put my little scraps away. All right, and then we're going to use our 3/8 of an inch circle punch, and we're going to need 2 crumb cake 3/8 of an inch circles. Okay, so there's those. Because remember, we're making 2, so you need 1 for each, okay? Then you also need a 1/2 inch circle of basic white. I'm pretty sure I used a 1/2 inch, but I might be wrong. It's looking too big for me right now. Let me see. I don't think it was 3/8. Yeah, it was a 1/2 inch. It was a 1/2 inch. Okay, I just grabbed the wrong scrap then. Let me grab another scrap. I probably used like a smaller one and then just grabbed one out thinking I was cutting 3/8, but you can see here I have plenty of scraps. It's not like I'm at a loss. So 2 1/2 inch circles for each of these guys. So let's do the other one. They need 2 eyes, right? All right. I'll cut that off and put the rest back in my scrap bag. I always keep white scraps on my desk because I go through them so much. All right, so now we're going to do the little feet for our pumpkin. I mean, not our pumpkin, our penguin. So we need 4 of those because we're doing 2 penguins. I'm going to turn this to the other side and punch 2 more. All right, let's get all the scraps. All right, we're done punching our penguin punch. Throw that away. All right, so we need 2 feet, 2 1/2 inch white pieces, 1 3/8 of an inch crumb cake piece, and then they need beaks, so I'm gonna hand cut the beak. I'm just using just the end of a scrap piece and cutting a little triangle. So there's that one. I need to make sure that I have a point at the end. This one, I don't think I got a point. I'm going to throw that one away and try again. There we go. All right, so there's the beak. All right, and then they need a gobbler, or whatever they call that little thing that hangs down from their face. And so what I did for this, I just freehand cut it. You're just going to do a wiggle, okay? So what you want to do is start on this side, and you're going to wiggle out, and then you're going to wiggle in, and then you're going to wiggle out. And then you're going to make a little rounded bottom. You don't want it to be cut off stark. And then you're just going to follow that little piece and bring it back in and back out. All right, so there's one. Let's do the other one. So I'm gonna cut this straight, and we'll start on this side. Okay, we're gonna go out and then in, kind of like an S, but when we I think I messed that one up. Let's try that. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with it. We're gonna bring that around. It doesn't matter if it's not like the other one. No one's gonna know. And if you want, you can cut 2 at the same time. Just pair up your paper. And we'll bring that back in like that. I just need to round this because I squared it a little because I wasn't sure what I was doing. All right, there we go. So there's 2. See, they're not perfect, but they're still good enough. And all right, so the other piece that we need is these little black circles with a hole. Where did I get those, you ask? Ta-da! The inner circle piece is here from the TaylorMade tags. Wait until you see how cute this is. This happened by accident. I was messing around and thought, oh my gosh, this would be the cutest eyes. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right. Let's put our turkeys up and we're going to start gluing. I'm going to start with the little black eyes, okay? So I'm going to put them up here and put adhesive on the backs. Come on, start flowing. You don't need a ton of adhesive, just enough to go around them. And I'm doing 2 penguins at a time. All right, so there is that. Let's get my tweezer. And we're gonna attach this onto our 1/2 inch white circles. And we're gonna bring that to the bottom, right to the edge of that white circle, okay? Then we're gonna do the other ones as well, same. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe I did use the 3/8 of an inch. It's looking awful huge now. I made these a while back. I don't know if 3/8 of an inch is big enough. I don't think it is. Is this too big for their face? No, it's the right size, I think. No, it's too big. These guys are gonna have, no, I'm gonna make it the right way. I'm gonna do it the right way. 3/8, 3/8, guys. Let's just do it. This is what happens when you're live, right? Even when you're premiere live. Let's try it again. Hopefully, I can get those black eyes off of those and move them over. They're not too stuck yet. All right, we want them to hang off of the edge. That's what threw me off, I think, is that they weren't like hanging off. All right, so we're gonna have them hanging off the edge. Let's get rid of these white circles. I pulled a little white off of that one, but that's okay. So you want to attach it where the dot will be covered in white, but the black hangs off the edge, okay? Ooh, I might have to cut another one for this one. I don't want to tear it. This must have been the first one I glued. I have another one over here I can just use. Let's just throw these away and I'll bring in another one. All right. I did cut extra in case I lost one, so thank goodness. All right, let's do adhesive on that. All right. Sorry for the confusion with the eyes. So rewind. So you're going to attach it so that there's a little bit of white showing at the top of your pieces, okay? Now we're going to take our little circles and we're going to cut them in half. I'm going to hold mine together, so I only have to cut once for both of these little turkeys, and we're going to make their eyelids. You want to just hold it, and when you see on both sides of your blade the same amount of paper, give it a press, and there are your eyelids. All right, so for the eyelids, I want the whites to be the outer part of the eye, like that. So I'm gonna turn those out, okay? And we're gonna add glue to all of these eyelid backs. All right. Tweezers come in handy again. We're gonna pick up one. I'm gonna move my mat so that I can put it on there. And I want the piece to be on this end, like that. See? Let's grab this one. On this end, you want some white showing on the outside, which is why I thought that I had used a 1/2 inch, because it was white showing. I forgot that I overhang it. I overhung it. I designed these projects a while, and sometimes I forget what I do, you know? It's simple to forget when you are making a lot of projects and designing. I designed all 3 weeks at the same time, and I designed them all, and then I started recording, so that's why I could forget things. So forgive me. I'm only human, and I do the best I can for you guys. But at least I corrected it. I was like, something's wrong. All right, so there's his little penguin eyes. All right, I'm happy with my little penguin eyes, okay? All right, we're gonna flip those over and we're gonna glue them on his little face. But we're gonna glue them with mini dimensionals. So I'm gonna put one on the back of each eyeball. Give them a little lift, right? All right. The rest are all getting flat glued. So let's put his little paws or his little feetsies. All right. Put adhesive on the back. Sometimes I get carried away with the glue. Let's also do his beak or his little nose or whatever you want to call it. I got a beak. And his little gobblers. Whoops. If it's called a gobbler, I don't know what it's called. All right. That's a lot of glue. So we're gonna start with the feet. I'll put one little foot and then the other one. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. My daughter Johanna loved this when I finished making it. She's like, Mom, he's precious. I think so too. All right, so there's that one. And let's grab the other one. All right. Let's put his little nose on, his beak, right up there approximately. And grab the other one. You can see when you make them all at the same time, you have everything ready. They go pretty quick, okay? I'm not gonna do the gobbler till the eyes are on. So I'm gonna grab my Take Your Pick tool and pull the backs off of all the eyes so that they're ready to go on. And you can flip them over because they're on the silicone mat. They're not gonna stick to anything. All right. So you're gonna start one eye and it's gonna be near the, where the beak is, okay? And then you're gonna put the other one. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Come here, little fella. All right. I love him. Gotta make his eyes straight. There we go. And then let's put his little gobbler on. Let me take some of this glue off of here, way too much. All right. So we're gonna tuck that in. I'm gonna actually trim that, it's too long. Tuck that in up there. Yeah. And I like to put the little curve or whatever near the beak. There we go. All right, let's put these eyes on. So cute. All right, and put his little wobbler, gobbler, whatever it is. And I think we're gonna trim that one too. All right, I'm gonna clean my scissors. I think it's too wide also. No one's gonna see that top part, so I'm just gonna trim it down. Looks like the famous baby wipe will be popping out. There we go. That's much better. All right, let's clean up our scissors, because I did cut where there was glue, so I gotta, and we'll clean up our mat. All right. Oh my gosh, they're so precious. I love them. All right, so let's glue him. These are nice and dried. That's why I did those first. So we're gonna flip these guys over. We're gonna put adhesive on the back. Okay. So precious. We're gonna add him like he's sitting right here on the edge. His head is right at the top of the little fan, okay? And you just gotta hold him there for a second till he grabs. Let's put our other little guy on there. His head is near the top of his little fan. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. All right. And next comes our labels here. And we're gonna put dimensionals on our wood piece. We're gonna need 3. One there, one by that silver wire that holds the clothespin, and one at the end right here. All right, and let's do the other one, and then we'll pull all the backs off at the same time. All right, I already got my 3. 1, 2. I should have put this on before I put my turkey. All right. Let's pull all the backs off. Take your pick tool to the rescue. And these 3. And when you pull them off, the reason I used the dimensionals is I wanted them to lift up off of the clothespin. So what you're gonna do is lift your little turkey up a little like that. So you're gonna kind of pull them back so that you have room, and you're gonna slide your I'm thankful right up and kind of under him like this. And you just wanna make sure that you cover up the clothespin, and you wanna be straight, so make sure that it's straight. There we go. Okay, so there's that one, and then let's do this one next. So it goes a little higher than that piece, and then you kind of sit your turkey up over the top. There we go. Press that into place. All right, and then this can be attached onto your napkin holder. If you have a napkin ring or whatever, or if you just want to attach a paper napkin, you just are gonna hold on to this piece here, and you can squeeze. It will open the bottom, and then you can attach it onto your napkin holder to hold it, and it says I'm so thankful. I think it's just the cutest little turkey. Also, if you use a napkin and use a paper band, sometimes people use paper napkins and they put, like, you know, silver plastic silverware or whatever in there. You can also clip it to that, or just sit it like so. It does sit upright on a table, and you can sit it upright in the place setting. You can always send those home with people as well if you'd like to. So, all right, let's talk about what we used to put this together, because with a little bit of the confusion of the punches, I want you guys to know exactly what was used. So, we used Lasting Joy stamp set. We used the tailor-made tag dies, the Glorious Gingham Designer Series paper, the Penguin Punch, which is on clearance. If you don't have it, get it for $4.50. And then you have the little Vanner's Pick-a-Punch. And then the punches that were used were the 3/8 of an inch punch, not the 1/2 inch. I just got confused, but thanks for hanging in there with me while I sorted it out. I appreciate having you guys here. If you have any questions, put them in the chat and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks for hanging out with me for this live stream premiere, and thanks for being here. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. We can talk after the chat. Even though the live is over, we are still able to talk in the chat. So thanks for being here, guys. Happy stamping!